Yeah, we lost internet. We went like seriously all the entire system. Let me get a better mic. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning into them. I'm eating this mic, but it's all set up. They're coming back. They're taking a little break. I'm gonna take. We're gonna just do a little break. Then just while they get all reset back up, we're gonna continue the conversations. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, right. I probably did kick the Ethernet cord out, but we'll be right back, guys. Okay, just give us one second.
Had to get it all figured out. Combat, whatever the martial arts gym that he was training at was putting on a show, and he said, I want to, doing I want to put on a show. And Brian's like, all right, well, let's do this. Let's bring in guests, and we'll get a couple of guests, and we'll do all this stuff. And so they flew me and military.
Oh.
And I met him. I go, what? He did a mark. He was a market.
Yeah.
And you got to do this. Well, I go, I need you. Everybody right now, all they do is they go get the same two T-shirts and all this stuff.
Right.
I want you.
Right.
I want a legitimate market. I go, this sport needs you. Yeah, right. I go, no, I'm not kidding you. And so he dabbled in it and stuff, and yeah, it just and then
now
he's skyrocketing since. Now
he's got to be. He's probably the biggest. He's got to be the biggest in MMA.
I'll venture with anybody. Yeah.
I mean, nobody else has that many champions. There's no way.
Or had that many champions, or had that many fighters. So Sucker Punch is huge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it all because I'm his OG. I'm the one that said you have to do this.
Right.
He's like, what do you mean? I go, you have to do this. I got him into MMA. I convinced him that you gotta come in and be an MMA.
I don't know him obviously like you guys do, but I've only ever heard that he's like just a genuinely
he's awesome.
super nice guy. Like
He gave me a pass because there was a couple years we had a little falling out where I was whatever. There was a falling out period, and he has forgiven me since then.
okay.
You know, I love him to death, but he welcome back, everybody in the chat. Bill, how's everybody doing?
Welcome,
We
welcome.
lost our internet
Had a
feed
little-
there. for a minute.
Little hiccup.
Getting in there now.
Our whole building. I don't know. Wasn't just us.
Make sure to blow into each end and get maximum connect.
Do you have an old Nintendo where you like blow on the cartridges?
You remember that? Or get the Q-tip with some rubbing alcohol to clean it. Boom, and then have to put another one in there to hold it down
I had
after a while.
Top loader. So I got my brother somehow got a hold of one. So we had a top loader Nintendo.
Yeah?
Like the original 8-bit
What?
NES top loader, yeah.
Get out.
I don't know where he got it, but man, we got a hold of a top loader, and once we went to that top loader, everything worked, man.
Nice.
Like there was no more. And you know how you'd slide the cartridge in, and then you'd try to like get it just in
Yeah.
enough so that it would, and then
Yeah.
then it wouldn't work, so you get mad, you pull it back, and you shove it in harder.
Shove it, in, shove it down, shove it in, shove it down. Yeah, blow
You
on
try
it.
to like figure out how to get it seated just right to turn on.
Growing up, when CDs were more of the rave,
CDs.
and my buddy convinced me he had this little gadget, like take a CD and spin it, but he told me it was a CD spinner. I was like, oh, or CD cleaner. So I took my Xbox games. I was like, yes, I would love to clean all my discs. Put my like copy of Halo 3 in, like favorite game at the time. Watched it spin. Took it up, scratched the entire.
Oh, no way.
I was like, does this thing actually clean CDs? He's like, I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to try. I was like,
Oh, that's
oh
horrifying.
no, my Halo.
Halo down the
Mom was not happy.
One thing I do miss about the CD DVD era is that games actually had to be finished when they were released.
Yeah.
If you think about it, right, you're gonna release a game, you're gonna press 80,000 CDs or 50,000 CDs or DVDs, right? Like it's got to be done.
Yeah.
Live updates weren't a thing.
Right.
Really.
There was no.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
everything was all the way in.
Now everybody's on high-speed internet. You just there's a patch. There's a patch coming. We'll just release it.
Everybody
But it's not done.
everybody
Yeah,
doing
we'll patch
multiplayer on the same TV, and then when it got really crazy, because somehow you could wire it to 2 different TVs. And
Oh yeah.
don't be looking at my plays.
That's
Don't be looking
still-
at my plays. Be playing football. Stop looking at my controller. Stop looking at my controller.
My kids still
Divorce.
play. My kids still do multi on the same TV with
Split
the,
screen?
with the Switch. Yeah.
That's
Split
good.
screen?
My 3 little kids will play Mario Kart all
Okay.
the time.
Okay.
And like of course Alexander wins because he's the oldest of the 3 that are still at home. And then but see now Samuel's getting to the point where he can beat Eleanor sometimes now, which is leading to like some brawls.
I get it. Hayden, she has the Nintendo, and for Father's Day, she's like, "All right, I'll play some Fortnite." She had to dust it off. I'm gonna play some Fortnite with you. I was like, "All right, finally got her to play." Most of the time, nah. The other one, I'm not cool enough to game.
Now, are your kids? Your kids probably aren't old enough to remember. Carson might be. Were you actively fighting a lot when?
No, it was no. I should have been like he was with me. I brought him everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I remember they were going off about. I had him. I think he was 6 months old. I had him at the fights with me. He had his little ears completely covered. And I brought him everywhere.
Yeah.
I remember one time we were at I can't remember some big show, and I was up on the stage doing an interview, and someone goes, "Don't worry, Jens, we got him." And he's back here, they're holding him up. He was just weaving through everybody. He's back here. I'm like, all right, keep an eye on that little kid with the he's got the mohawk hat on, They just keep on. Everybody knew who, was. He definitely grew up in it. Like I said, that part is that's the guilt side of why didn't that motivate me to go train harder and and go leave and do these things? I mean, I know why, but I had to live with that guilt for a little while later. I wanted that so bad,
Right.
man, that I didn't want to go anywhere. Like I ain't go. I don't
Well,
wanna go
you're
nowhere.
pretty-
I should have. That's why I should quit.
But you're pretty into being dad.
I'm all about being dead. I grew up badly abused, and I always made promises to myself. When I was a kid, and one day when I have a son, I'm never gonna treat him like that. I'm gonna whatever he wants to do. Which luckily he loves playing video games, so
Right.
that's a lot of that. But what I mean. And I just, I just wanted to be around. I wanted to be present all the time, and I just tried to make it work.
Did you? So when you, how did you find out that you got inducted? That you were getting inducted?
What a setup! That was so I was doing the watch along. Me, Mike Davis, and Vis, I believe, were doing a watch along, and I believe the UFC was in Australia.
Okay.
So, and this is the shit. Okay, so I said shit, but
Sorry.
so no, I know. So my wife knew.
She knew ahead of time.
She knew ahead of time, and Sean knew.
She kept the. She didn't.
She kept it, and Sean knew a week ahead of time.
And they didn't
Brian Butler knew like a few weeks ahead of time.
And he didn't tell you.
Nobody said nothing. But what they did do is they set it up is all of a sudden, Sean is like, yeah, so we're gonna have to do this. So when the main card starts, you need to. They want you to do a blow up of you. So you're gonna have to pop up real quick because we need to see something. So I did a full cam of me on the stream, right? And then my wife goes, hey, your son's got to do this school project. And since I did an interview with him one time, so he's gonna watch you stream.
Right.
Okay. I'm thinking, all right. So now all of a sudden he's sitting at
So she was in on it, set you up.
She
so
went to
Carson
work.
could
Yeah,
be
she
there.
went to work. She works at the hospital, and so she took off to work, and Carson was sitting there right around that time. Said, yeah, you should be there watching this and that. I'm like, okay. And then my two guests had no idea.
Did you know that like something was weird or
No, I didn't think anything because I'm always having to do stuff like that.
Right.
I always go big screen to kind of explain who my guests are and what we're doing, and I got so and so, but they came on early this time, so they're kind of hanging out there for a minute. So I went big screen, and I hear John Anik do his "It is time," something like that. He started talking about immortality, this and this, and he started talking about this fighter. Like, oh, I'm like, ooh, somebody's getting inducted in the Hall of Fame. All right. I'm like, I wonder who it is. And all of a sudden, I hear it. He started talking about this guy, and welcome to. He just started talking about this fighter. He deserves it. He's a pioneer. He's done this. He's done that. And all of a sudden, I hear my voice, and it's me when I did that first stream to get this job. Right. And I'm explaining the pain and getting ready to fight lupus and all this stuff. It's me. And I'm like, wait, why am I? And then it's funny because Vince goes, who are they talking about? And Mike Davis is like, who is this? And then all of a sudden they see a picture of me and they go, and I go, shut the fuck up. No way. And now I'm sitting on the big monitors in Australia in that big venue.
Hilarious.
And I look over and there's my son because now it's all been put together. And there's my son. And I just start, I can almost start crying right now. I'm looking at him and he just came over and I just started bawling. And I'm like, this ain't real. I go, this ain't real. And I've got Mike Davis and Vince like, no way, man. He's like, you're going to bring me into some tears, damn it. Like Davis, oh, sad enough. So it was the coolest thing in the world, And I always tell
That's awesome that he got to be right there.
Yeah, well, my wife, they had it set up perfectly. So Brian and Joy, they set it up perfectly. And I'm looking at my son, and there he is. So now I'm hugging with him, crying like a baby, and it was, and then the crowd and chat, and then we were on the front page of Twitch and all that stuff.
Right.
So everybody's saying, congratulations.
And you do everything with him.
And
you're coaching wrestling, you're doing.
Well, now I've given up. Did not give up, but I do. Yeah, he's everything. I became a volunteer coach. I had to do the FBI background check That was wild. I didn't know this place did fingerprints. I roll into this place, like, yeah, they give me the address of this place. I go in and they sell crystals and all this stuff. They like all these crystals. Oh yeah, but on the side, like, oh, your little side gig. They pull into this back room. You just fingerprint for
Digital
the
fingerprints.
FBI. Okay, so I'm in here like, what kind of little CIA building is this going on? You know what I mean? What kind of undercover flop house is this? We got crystals everywhere. Oh, I what garden gnomes and all this stuff. I'm over there doing the fingerprinting real quick, but so whatever, it worked. And yeah, so then it was. That's hands down the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
The coaching, man, I pace around. I can't even. The PTSD is real, horrifyingly real.
Right.
Because I sit there and I start pacing. Well, I can't sit still. I'm like, man, I got to get over here and see the guy just kind of leave me be. I just watch him wrestle, and I'm like, all right, let's get in there, and this stuff. And I just can't sit still. Couldn't just sit up there, And then the other thing is, he can hear me. So I wasn't a coach or anything at the beginning. I was just a dad. I'd stand off to the side.
Right.
Because I'm way too.
It's easy for me because Alexander does jiu-jitsu when he competes, whatever. He got Justin Seaberger, who or Kyle or Jeff or somebody like coaching him. It's easy for me to just sit there and shut up and let them coach because I can't help him anyway.
Yeah. Well, but see, he and I, the bond that we have and stuff, when he first started wrestling, it was like I said, he got the first year he wrestled, he got pinned. He did this against his club kids. And that was because of COVID. I wasn't allowed to go to any practice. I couldn't do anything. Had nothing to do with it. And he got pinned every match. And he had these tears in his eyes. I remember the first question he asked me, he goes, "Are you mad at me?" What? Because I lost. I'm like, no.
Right.
I'm like, this is just a brutal sport, man. It's an individual sport. Wrestling, jiu-jitsu, fighting, all that one-on-one. I go, it's just such a humbling place to be. I go, that's why I was like, I just love that you play video games. I just love that you just being smart. You love science. And
I mean, if you compete, everybody's gonna lose.
well, look,
Nobody does.
He had to get to that point, but that was so. And I told him, and I was like, and that was the other thing is, I didn't have anything to do with him because I was so afraid of that intensity as a coach,
Right.
that he would confuse that as daddy being an asshole. And as abusive as I was growing up, like, no way, I can't, won't do it. So I go, I'll tell you what. And I watched him at the time, and he was all sad. I go, I'll make you a deal. I go, if you let me kind of jump in on this, get a little hands-on, I promise you, this next year, this will all just be a memory. And so we took him straight to that club. Took him right to Nick and the kid. I used to train them, and they're running this Agogi, it was called. So we just put him right in with all the club kids, and he started learning.
Yeah.
And next year he came back. He won 3 out of the 5, and had a couple of pins, and he had his big old smile on his face. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? And so when high school started, I'm like, there's no way I can do this without. I tried, and I'm up there in the stands, and it was funny because when I yell, everybody in the place can hear me. I am so loud, but I'm not obnoxious. I'm so loud though. And I said, hey, you better. And one time I was upstairs on this balcony. I said, hey. And he looks up at me, and I'm like, "You remember Fast Talk?" He nods his head, and boom, he does. But he can hear me no matter where we're at, no matter what we're doing. And so they're like, why don't you just come be a volunteer coach? So I did. We had to do the classes and the FBI check and all that, and so that I could show up.
You just can't go. You can't go halfway on things. Man.
No, I'm in now. I'm a coach. I'm in 100%. I'm sitting there.
So that's actually what Brian had told me when when you and I first started talking about doing this, and you're like, oh, you gotta talk to Brian or whatever. And I was delivering some computers for Bradley University the next day. I was driving down to Peoria, and because we build the machines for their computer science department there, so I'm delivering these computers to the university, and Brian called me like right as I was pulling up, and I felt like such an idiot because I was like, I really want to talk to you about this thing with Jens and whatever, but I'm literally in the middle of like delivering computers at the school. Can I call you back in like 10 minutes? And he said, yeah. So he and I are talking, and he's like, yeah, Jens is going to be super excited because he's into gaming. Is this?
Oh, I love this.
And he goes, I don't even remember what I said, but he was like, he just laughed, and I'm like, you know, something funny or whatever. He goes, you'll see. He's like, when Jen decides he wants to do something, you'll see.
100%. Like I'm looking at this. Look at the size of that graphics card. That's the thing, and that's why, like, see with chat and stuff like that. I get, yeah, dude. I love this. I love it. I love streaming, gaming. I love, like I said, as easy as you built this PC, it's just mind blowing. So like chat, I don't even know if they come back in here and they're being quiet, but do they have? Man, it'd be cool. You just give a tutorial. You ever do like tutorial days?
Yeah, we
Like,
do.
This is this, and we put this here, and
We do like a narrated build.
you could be like
sometimes.
the narrated build.
Yeah, kind of like this is why we put this here.
Get some.
So
Okay.
there's, somebody was talking. I think it was.
You
Brad
should do a
was
build
talking.
with me day or something.
Let's do it.
We do. So we'll do like Twitch picks. We call Twitch picks. We let
Okay.
the chat choose
Chat
what
gets to
parts
choose the components we use.
choose. So we'll give them like, hey, we have these 3 CPUs. Which one do you want?
No way.
Yeah,
So
they
they
vote.
choose, and then it changes it. So like, does
Yeah, they
chat
vote.
want to make it an expensive build, or do they want to keep it cheap? And then
Oh,
we'll sell it on the website.
can you set up the one where you had the parts on one side, and can you put that camera back up? Because I've got Sean.
Yeah.
I got Sean
sure.
looking, and he's like, I'm driving. He's like, I want to see where's this PC and the parts. Oh,
Beautiful machine. I'm just wrapping up. So here in a second, we're actually going to do a Will It post. If you guys are new to chat, a Will It post is will everything work? That means all the lights need to turn on, all the fans need to spin,
Did Jacob do it right?
and and then did I do it right? So it should be a pretty easy thing. It'll be up for like 2 minutes. If you guys want to vote, go ahead and do that. I'll put it up actually now. And then we can go ahead and you guys can vote at the top of your screen. If you are on Twitch only, if you're on a different platform, please come to Twitch. You have a yes or no question. Will everything work? And will everything turn on? And will it post to BIOS? It's also an important thing. So make your predictions now. I'm going to finish up these wires.
they basically have wireless fans, Snoop. They basically have wireless fans. These fans all blocked together with one wire. One wire, Snoop. And so that's my producer that he's in the chat. He had to pop in and see this chat. Now that was the one thing, like I said, that's like the one thing that scares me ultimately over and over and over. It scares me is when you go to hit that power button. I can't believe you even second guess yourself. Now you got to get to that point now.
Sometimes though, every now and then you'll
Something could be faulty or
Yeah,
something.
you'll
could
get
There's
be-
something like,
okay.
like I literally will forget like a SATA connection. So
Okay.
like something for like a hard drive. Like there's so many that go
Yeah.
back here that I'll like go plug them all.
I've
in.
done that. I've done that too, where like so you'll have like a SATA power for the pump for
Okay.
the CPU cooler, and I'll put everything else, and then I'll forget to plug that one thing in, and I mean, it doesn't matter how many times you do it, you make a mistake.
Yeah, no, I get
You
it.
know,
I'm
And-
still curious about that graphics card. About it can really just no more green screen. It can just cut you out and put
Yeah,
me,
NVIDIA broadcast, dude.
put
So
me
you-
right inside the cage.
Yeah,
Video
you
broadcast?
could
Yeah.
so you could have a picture of like you could have the picture, right? The little evil pointing up,
Yeah.
like you could have that set as the background with you, with your mic, with your chair, and you can crop it, and then as you move around, it'll just keep you.
Lighting doesn't need to be the lighting still.
It's the AI is incredible.
No
So
way.
yeah, you can move around and you can tell it like, just set this image as the background, and then
No
yeah.
way.
Mm-hmm.
No. way.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool, and they've had it for a few years, and like the first iteration, we played with it a few years ago, and it was not dialed in really.
Okay.
and now it's on some next level stuff, man.
Dude, I like that Sorcerer Von Crop. I want to see this beast. I can't believe the designs of the Nuts and Death Mask. Sick.
You gotta show your cable management. Okay?
All right, well, that's what I'm working on.
Everybody
Right now.
wants to manage cables like Jacob, man.
We're just working on.
Everybody wants to do it.
Yes, Monkey 211. I am. You're seeing it. It's in the process. I'm getting to do the Q&A, so I like that. I get to sit here and chat, and then it's being able to, like the thing is mind blowing. the fans have what in them again?
So the three
They got little
fans-
gibbies. I have little gibbies in there.
You can set it up.
That's so crazy.
But the bottom fans are reverse blade, so that's intake,
Yeah.
and then the fans with the screens on them are reverse blades, so that's intake, and then you got exhaust fans
Goes out the top.
on the top. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so you're a nine fan with half the cable issue.
9 fans.
Trust me, it makes life. It's a quality of life kind of.
Quality of
You're
life.
gonna need
Thing
to
for
for Black
building.
Ops 6.
Yeah, all the storage.
What they say it's like 300 gigs.
306 gigabytes just for Black Ops 6.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're getting multiplayer. They force you to do zombies, so you have to download
It's
it.
a good thing
And single
Kingston is
player.
giving you a 4 terabyte drive.
Kingston, love you and appreciate you. Love you and appreciate you. That's impressive.
4 terabytes and an NVMe drive and M.2. That's a lot. But most of our clients buy extra storage now because it's like just game files are getting so
Huge.
big.
Huge,
Yeah.
massive. Like, you don't even know what. All right, so show off. Fix that up a little bit as well.
Here it comes. The
The
cable.
Cables
big
here. Also
radio.
go side cam on this one. So we have not done the outcome yet, so I'll hold off on pressing my button. But yes, we'll show that.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
So,
It's all
nice and
neatly.
tucked. Still
Well,
accessible, so you can still access the hard drive. If you have any hard drives itself, you can easily just plug in everything. But yeah,
Little control
just
box.
tucked away. And then, so now we'll try our prediction. We'll get this thing turned on. Good view. So, with the TL120s, they are brand new fans from Leanly. They will turn on, light up, spin, and then they'll turn off, and then they'll turn back on. So we'll see just kind of them booting up, their boot up process. That will not happen every time the computer gets turned on. That will go away once we download some software.
See.
Good, how you doing?
Do that. Okay. We will see if it posts. Perfect timing, Owen. Will it post? Will it
Well,
post?
post. What are you voting?
There we are. So the fans won't turn on. They will kick on here in a second. We got our cooler lighting up. We can see the screens on the fan already kind of turning
Oh yeah,
on.
you got a screen on the cooler too, Jens.
Yeah, so you got
What?
you have
Yeah,
a
you
program.
got it.
So this screen will show you temperature displays. You can do
You can put yourself on the cooler too.
put yourself on the cooler. You can do whatever you really want. You can change it up every day if you want.
That's crazy.
You can put on a little slideshow. Everything's still kind of booting up right now, but it all connects to the same software. And we do have our Evo pump turning on. We are connecting.
Set enough. Should be a green light next. Next should be a green light.
There we go. Now we got all the fans turning on. We got our screen turned on. We got D6 and then followed by a green post light. Everything looks good. So that looks like it did post. If you voted yes, congratulations.
It looks so beautiful. It looks so good.
It's so beautiful.
Get out of here. I'm going to talk about the fact how quiet that is.
It is quiet too, right?
It's impressive. Holy cow.
Good.
So you have your case lights that go wrap all the way around top and bottom. If you want, you have this color mode option on the side. There's these little buttons right here.
Change, yeah, you can change the color on these lights.
Get out of here.
So we can go ahead and change the whole setup. There's different color coordinations you can do. Everything that you can kind of think of, you can swap to.
Color change, everything else. Oh my lord, this thing is.
So anything, and then these fans here, these are LCDs.
That's what I'm saying. That's
so,
crazy.
Yeah, so this and then the LCD screen also. So you'd be able to,
Yeah,
be able
more
to-
pictures.
More
You can have every angle of yourself
more,
on
more,
this build.
more Giphy.
I'm gonna get Giphy. I'm gonna have to put the kids in there sound.
Yeah, so we'll have the program that you have with this. You just can look up GIFs.
No way.
And you can
just
just
load them right in.
automatically, or you can load things
That's
up.
AK Snoo is the Giphy King, so I'll have to. We can. That thing looks nuts, doesn't it, Sorcerer? It is live.
Sweet. We'll snooze this ad real quick.
Crazy. Oh. The colors.
Colors are amazing. Oh, and you want to do me a favor? Can you unplug this Wamaxit screen for me?
Just all of it.
Yeah, all of it, and I'll connect it to this computer, and we can kind of start getting things loaded. Thanks, Chief.
22.2K with a
Let
family.
me swap this.
What?
Someone spent a bunch of points
On
on the
fail?
computer failing.
No.
It was probably Brad. If I'm being honest.
Where is it?
I already said yes. I already confirmed it.
No, but it just says show details and now it disappeared. Oh, why am I on screen now?
Because you're in the side cam.
This is gonna be my new streaming shirt.
Oh, sweet.
PC.
The Kingston Fury.
Yeah, man.
Turn that off. I'll get this thing kind of
What is it,
programmed for
Owen?
you.
Yeah.
Gents.
It's me
I
too.
remember that's me too.
Too bad. I'm done. I love like the almost forest it looked to us.
Kidding me.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Clean that.
So there's a lot of handprints on like the sign. Oh, no.
Oh.
Sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers, I guess.
Another ad break in 4 minutes. Oh.
I know. I did clear. Oh, I stopped one.
Yeah, that thing looks insane. Looks incredible.
Yeah, I think the loudest part in it right now is this motor just getting ramped up a little bit, but I should go down with some software. Cool. Oh, I will also need to get. Can you hand me his mouse? That's okay. Is it plugged in at all? You see a little. It might be this thing.
It definitely is. Do you need a keyboard?
I might be able to get away with it.
Yeah, have fun getting past that screen.
Oh wait, yeah, I might need a keyboard. You're right.
What to try to get the bios and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a little keyboard right here. I got one.
Oh, okay. My keyboard.
I know.
oh, he's like, what? This guy's
He thinks about a tech ticket.
It's okay, on breathe. Cool.
nice to meet you.
You too, Owen. Talk to you later, man. Sweet. All right. I think that should be a good place to wrap up for the stream today. So Jens, thank you so much for
Thank you for letting me have the
coming
time.
on. Yeah, thanks for
no,
coming
thank
on and coming out here and letting us talk to you and
Always.
build this beautiful machine. machine.
I
for you.
love it. Whenever you, hey, if y'all get sick of me, let me know. If you get sick of me, but you can bring me in any time. I love to come up and hang out. I want to learn more, so I can. Crazy, but 100%.
Oh, please, anytime.
Yeah, I would
It-
love to.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, oh, done. Just tell me, man.
Sweet.
Like I said, especially like if I can have one in the back where I can build and unbuild, build and unbuild a little bit, and
Yeah.
kind of get down. Wait, how fluidly you just built that was flawless. It's unreal, flawless. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm humbled. Again, thank you so much. It's incredible. I can't stop staring at the colors.
Yeah,
I can't
right.
stop staring at the colors.
Yeah. Thank you, as well as Kingston for sponsoring
Yes,
us
big
and
shout out to
sponsoring.
Kingston. Much love.
Yeah. So thank you everyone who came out to this stream today. We'll be back live with our normal builds on Friday. But other than that, everyone say hi and goodbye to Jens.
Y'all be real. Y'all be good. Y'all be real good. See you later on.
Sweet. Bye guys.